Yo, welcome to another episode of Under the Surface, a talk show where we talk all things Bazaar. Today we are discussing the chest reward structure. We will cover item rarities and percentages for additional rewards, and to be frank, you will see how wrong we were about all of this. If you want to witness a train wreck happening in real time, join us as we are diving under the surface. Today we have, I guess, an exciting topic, at least for me, because I was sort of surprised that it's actually in the game. So if you were to go to Collectibles tab right now and clicked on the button to open chests, there's a little eye in the right bottom corner, and if you click on it, you will get a thing called chests breakdown. And I had no idea that this was actually in the game. So right here you can see all the percentage based chances, or whatever you want to call it, all the chances for various rewards from chests. I think the most incredible thing that we can see from the first look at that is there's like a insanely small chance to get 10,000 gems from a singular chest. I was amazed, and everybody on Reddit was also amazed, but I guess some people actually clicked on this eye to, see what it does.
The guy on Reddit who pulled those gems didn't even believe. He thought it was a glitch or some mistake. He couldn't even believe that you could possibly do that. So
to be fair, that was also my first thought when I saw that post, but as we can see here, it's actually possible. If we focus on gems, first of all, each chest guarantees 35 gems. So essentially, if you go for 10 wins without a subscription, you get 3 chests and you are guaranteed to get 105 gems. So you get a little bit, a tiny smidge more than you paid to get into a ranked game. Though if you have a ticket, then you didn't pay anything. But the idea is a ticket is worth 100 gems, right? Though we must also be mindful of the fact that you also are getting a collectible from that chest. I have no idea how it will go on the marketplace, but I would assume the lowest price is 1 gem. So I would assume that 36 gems of worth is the least you can get. Actually, there's 50% chance of getting more than 35 gems because, there's 50% chance of getting 0 additional gems.
Well, I just recently, I've been hoarding chests for, I don't know why. I was kind of tired of opening the same 6 collectible amounts and stuff. So I just opened 300 chests back to back.
Oh boy.
And I didn't know this existed, by the way. So I was just you feel kind of bad when you get 35 gems because that's the lowest number. And it feels you don't normally get 10 wins. So even if you used a free ticket, it kind of feels I missed my potential. You know what I mean? Now that the subscription's in place, if you're willing to pay for that, you kind of stop caring about these numbers because you get double the chest. But I think it's fair. My heart tells me it should be the 50% for getting 0 additional gems. It would be nice if that was a little lower and you had a little higher chance to get maybe 15 or 20 extra gems, but I get it. It's their only currency. They only have the one currency, so it's they should do whatever they want. You know what I mean in terms of the gem counts, because most games would have a premium and then the gems, a premium currency and then the gems, and this game doesn't. So we can't be too picky, right? And you get the items with it, like you said. Yeah, I don't think my 45 bolus arts are going to be worth.
Yeah, it's not going to be worth anything. But before we go into collectibles, I would like to say one silly thing, because apparently European Union is sort of thinking on passing a bill where using a secondary currency inside of an online game to be illegal, in the sense that your game will not be allowed to have some form of currency obfuscation. So only items that would be sold as in microtransactions would have to have only monetary value in your local currency or possibly dollars or euros, and no buying 100 gems or 1000 gems and then paying 999 gems for an item. So, like conversion rates and all that. It's not yet passed, and I have no idea if they will actually pass it, but it's something on the horizon.
That's interesting because pretty much every free to play and a lot of not free to play games are going to be in complete chaos trying to figure out how to rework their system.
Mm-hmm.
So, or maybe just leaving the EU for a time until they can have a version that works. I'm curious if games could use cryptocurrencies. Would that be like a way to get around it? Which would, that would suck worse, to be honest. But
no idea. I only know about this on like a very basic level. I just heard that something like this is sort of proposed, but I'm not sure how it's like proceeding. But okay, let's get back to collectibles, right? So usually you'll get 35 gems from a chest, sometimes more, and very rarely 10,000. So at that point you're set. Well, percentage chance for getting a bronze item is 76.5%. So 3/4 of all your chests are going to contain a bronze item. And most of bronze collectibles are actually card skins, animated arts. I assume that all the animated arts from here on out are going to be bronze collectibles.
That was my assumption as well.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they start doing like special item arts, which we've talked about before, like some other games do.
From what I see is that only bronze items, actually, in terms of collectibles, are animated arts for items, All the rags, all the card bags, all the skins for heroes, all the other stuff are silver and above. I'm not really sure if that will change in the future. While you're watching this, new season is probably out, so we can compare those, and maybe I'll even put the list on the screen. I assume that I have all the beta card skins. I was thinking probably collecting all the items, all the animated arts isn't going to be that hard because I have multiple copies of various items. I could probably sell all of those and trade them for item arts from next season and then the season after that. And since they are 3/4 of all chests opened, I'm sure the circulation will be enough for everybody who cares about that.
Yeah, my question about because I assume, like you said, like every item art's going to be bronze, and that's going to be pretty much all the bronze items. So there'll be a million of them out there every season. I wondered if, I know every season the items are going to go away permanently, and I assume that includes the item arts. I don't see why it wouldn't. But also, I could see a world where they just always keep the bronze item pool and then just add more items to it.
Oh.
Which, just so like there's more variety when you're farming chests rather than your 14th bolus item art like me. But that might not be a problem whenever you're only doing a month of it, right?
You are suggesting that there are two avenues here, that either every season will get their own pool of animated item arts, or there will be shared pool of item arts that will be continuous throughout all the seasons.
Yep. Well, I guess my fear is that it feels a little weird to gatekeep card skins, the item arts, because I don't think it'll be a problem. Like you said, there's going to be a million of them out there every season, but let's say the game's mega successful and it's like Hearthstone, and it's like we're talking 10 years down the line. Is it going to be hard to find a skin, like a certain item art from a certain season? And it feels like a weird thing to gatekeep, you know what I mean? But also, that's kind of the point of the system. So I don't know. I would probably prefer season to season. I just kind of assumed they might do the pool type idea, or maybe eventually phase things out. But I kind of assume they're doing season to season as well, just from what they've said. But there's no really confirmation on anything for sure. I'm sure you guys know now.
Yeah.
Who are watching this though. So
my assumption is, since we have a lot of those animated arts right now in the game, and yeah, we would prefer even more, but like I'm not even sure how many there are, but like 40, 50? Like you cannot get 40 new animated item arts every season, every month, because there won't be enough items. So my assumption is that, first maybe 2-3 seasons we will get completely new animated item arts. But after that, I think they will start to mix them up, bring some old back and maybe add some new ones. And, in the collection, it will still be stated that you got this particular animated art in, let's say, beta season, and this one will be, let's say, from season 3. They might be even the same, but like maybe the beta season will be slightly more expensive, but probably not.
An item or an idea I had about for these item arts a while back was, I may have mentioned it on here, is it would be cool if like they were basically all just in the game now, and then whenever like new cards are introduced, like with the packs every month, if those they were added in immediately with those as well, and then a year down the line or 2 years down the line or every so often, like they go out of rotation, like you can no longer get them. So like Vanessa item arts are available for till there's 6 heroes, and then she loses all her item arts from her base set or something like that. You know what I mean? So they are rare eventually, but they're also not like only from one season. But your solution is pretty good too. At least there's a distinguishing factor between seasons.
We'll see how it ends up. Bronze items are going to be 3/4 of all the drops from all the chests. So what's with the other 1/4? So almost 20% are going to be silver collectibles. And right now, silver collectibles are like card backs, rags, and hero skins, but not all of them. And I'm not sure, like boards and albums are going to always be legendary probably. And that's only 1/4%, which isn't the highest drop rate. I'm not sure if stashes or banks are going to go below gold, because right now clamshell cash, well, the chest skin is gold tier, and the bank, the captain's hat, is diamond tier. But maybe like with this new Mac video, they teased us new like Mac chest with the weasel pid and also this bank with the wizard's hat. So I guess we'll know what tier those are in a couple of days.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see what a legendary one of those looks like. Like if that is a thing that's planning to exist and what that is like, because it has to be really insane to give it legendary status.
And also another thing about legendaries is how many of them will be introduced in each of the seasons, because in beta there are 7, right? So 2 boards, 3 hero skins, and 2 albums. I assume 2 more albums are coming in season 1. Well, we know about 1 board, right? The Mac board. So that's another legendary item. We also saw like 2 more skins or even 3 more skins in various places, like 2 skins, like one for Pig, this War Drummer Pig, and also this sort of repairman technician Dooley in the latest video. And also there was like this Berserker Pygmalion sort of teased on the website, but who knows when that comes out.
Well, I've seen a lot of people complain about how rare it is to get a legendary, and like the complaints are kind of valid, to be honest, because you do open 50, 100 chests, and you've kind of grinded away trying to get those, and then it's like 76% of them are like one of 3 items you've already seen 50 times already. So I get the being annoyed about it, but also when you take into account like the marketplace and everything, like I assume you'll be able to purchase these for an amount that isn't the most ridiculous thing in the world.
I would assume very different thing actually. I think that legendary items are going to be extremely expensive, especially boards.
Yeah, we also might not be the best people to. We're not very casual with this game, I guess you could say. So our gem counts are probably a lot higher than the average players.
Actually, how many gems do you have right now?
I have 18,000.
Okay, I have almost 21,000.
Yeah, so.
And you have opened like at least twice as many chests as I did.
Hey, look, don't go into ranked without a ticket. I did open. So I think I've gotten lucky on the legendaries. I may have opened 4 now.
Excuse
3?
me? I know that you have an album and the Software Pirate Vanessa.
Let me look. I have the album and the legendaries you get from buying stuff, like those kind of don't count, right? Like you just bought it with the Founders Pack or whatever.
No.
That doesn't count.
That doesn't count.
But I have Software Pirate Vanessa. What did? Oh, I opened the. I only have 3. I opened the Jabalian Longhouse board.
What? No, you're joking right now.
I'm not.
God. Like, am I the most unluckiest person ever? Like, am I the never lucky gamer right here? Like, I have almost.
I'm siphoning the luck from you.
You must be, because like I have over 300 chests opened or something like that, and like I have 2 diamond items, and the rest is gold and lower.
Oh God, I don't even want to tell you how many diamond items I opened. But
Well, I can at least comfort myself that my stats look better in terms of win ratios.
I mean, we've talked about this a little bit before, but I've heard on the subreddit, like people saying, and on Discord saying that they've opened like 1,000+ chests and have no legendary. So yeah, it hurts.
Yeah.
Sometimes, not for me, but I mean, I know it hurts.
I mean, I sort of asked Tempo in my quality of life improvements video to add some sort of pity timer, but I understand that they might feel reluctant to do it. I would strongly advise to actually implement that, because, you know, at some point, like, I have almost 300 hours in the game or something like that. I would like to have at least one, you know, like I feel like I earned that.
Yeah, I guess the only fear is that it'll dilute the legendary pool, which they're really scared to do. I don't know, like it definitely feels bad. Maybe it'll feel less bad after the marketplace and
you know what,
everything are added.
I just realized, because let's assume that with season 1 actually the marketplace was opened. You are the viewers already know if that's true. Imagine if you go into the marketplace, list filter the list for all the legendary items. You drop like $5,000 on the chest, on the gems, because you can do that. You can buy gems for real money, and you just buy all the legendary items that there are, and then sort of like manipulate the market and sell them for even higher price.
Guess you could. There's no way to cash out though.
True, but if you have enough spare change to, you know, drop 5k on an online game, like, you don't really care for cashing out, and in that way you can like get more bang for your buck with the addition of sort of trolling and infuriating the player base. From your reaction, I can judge that you are thrilled by this idea.
Yeah, I'm looking for investors into a game. I'm gonna buy up every bronze bolus for 1 gem,
and then
you can do it with like
post them for 2 gems.
I guess the other thing with the chest we could mention is you have the potential to get a bonus, right?
Mhm.
Like it's just either a ranked ticket or another chest. I mean, it's pretty nice little extra thing, but you don't see it a whole lot.
I mean,
and
that's obvious that you don't see it a whole lot, because ranked ticket is 2% of the time and chest is 1% of the time.
Yeah, and my 300 chests I just opened, I never saw a single chest.
Wait,
so
really?
Yep, but I saw like 10 ranked tickets.
Oh, I think I got like 3 ranked tickets and 3 chests from my chests when I was opening them. I think I would prefer legendary items from those than those 3 chests, but I guess we can't have everything. Yeah, so that's basically it. That's basically how the chests work. And also, maybe we should have done that at the very beginning. Yeah, some people actually don't know how to open chests. You have to go into the collection, but maybe they'll finally add the shortcut in the main menu when you click on the chests, that it directs you into the place where you open the chests.
Yeah, it is a little bit confusing. It took me a hot minute the first time I booted up the game.
So yeah, that's basically it. That's your chest breakdown. Let us know how many chests you have opened and how many legendaries you have, excluding those that you paid for with real money.
Yeah, those don't count. I kind of wish they had a different rarity to them.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, and like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube jazz. Hope you have a great day, and we'll see you on Thursday, most likely, on Blake's channel.
Yep.
So, bye!
See ya.